What's going on, man? Coco is here, and I'm looking kind of comfy today. I don't look funny. I look comfy. I so didn't get all dressed up and stuff. Normally, I'll put on like cool little outfit during my blog, but it's a bit later in the day. I just got home. I'm tired, but I'm here. Anyways, what's up, you guys? So today I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I was at school today, and this is what happened, you guys. There was a girl that's in the class, whatever, and she came up to me. She's like, "Wow, Coco, you're so brave." I'm like, "What I do? Just dance across the dance floor? I don't know." She goes, "That's just how you're able to just, go out there and, just wear whatever you want and not care. Like, you'll wear blue lipstick, green lipstick, whatever. You'll have purple hair. And you're so bold. Like, I wish I could do that." And I kind of just looked at her like, "You can." Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but dude, I can't stand when people say, "Oh, you're so bold. I couldn't do that, blah, 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 blah." Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys a story. When I was, younger, I got bullied a lot. I think from like maybe 5th grade up into my junior year of high school, I got bullied. Like almost every day. It sucked. I got bullied because, my hair wasn't up to par, or they made fun of my clothes, made fun of my shoes, whatever. Made fun because maybe if I wanted to experiment with my clothes and look different, they made fun of me. So there was a lot of times where I didn't want to really, kind of experiment and stuff. Then I would wish that I could be somebody else, and all kind of crazy stuff that a lot of kids go through, especially the ones that got bullied. And it wasn't until probably when I got to college that I realized I have to stop caring about what people think. And I think what made me do that was there was a lot of times in between high school and college where I would take a lot of time to myself and just started thinking. Matter of fact, I took a break in between quarters to really just take time to myself. I took like a whole year off, and that's when I decided I wanted to go natural. And I went through a couple of experiences going natural. I went through, people made fun of me because my hair was this little curly afro, and people making fun of my hair, clothes, and stuff. The same stuff I went through as a kid. But what I realized was, I don't do anything for them. I do everything for me. And I feel like that's more important than trying to do what somebody else wants me to do or how they want me to be. And I think what ended up happening was, I was living here in California, and I was dressing one way, and when I got to college, I kind of experimented a little bit more with my style and stuff. In California, we kind of dress different from a lot of people other places. So people here were like, "Oh, okay, you look cool, blah, 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 blah." Then I get to Texas, and the way I was dressing was totally weird to them. People were making fun of me, stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? It was like, when I went through that change, I started to realize that I didn't understand the point of me trying to please everybody. So when they were like, "Oh, you look weird, and I don't like the way you dress. Why are your clothes cut up like that?" I was like, you know what? Screw it. You don't like it, it's not you. Whatever. I stopped caring. about what other people thought, and I did things that made me feel good. So, and I was just close. I hadn't even started with the um, colors in my hair and different color lipsticks and stuff like that until recently, like about a year or two ago, is when I started doing that. And when I went through that phase, and that came from just, for a minute I was kind of in a place where I was feeling like I had to look a certain way for somebody, and it really didn't matter at the end because that person ended up leaving anyway. So I started to really again took time to myself and really just started to expand my creativity and just figure out how I like to do things and stuff. And that's when I started wearing different color lipsticks, and I realized this is fun, this is art to me, this is creative, this is dope, this is hip for me. And I went through that, and I learned more about myself that way. And I could go out every day. When I go out and say I have all my blues, my greens and stuff on, I hear people give me compliments, and then I hear people kind of under their breath, she knows she shouldn't have that blue lipstick on, or she's too dark for this color, or she's too this, she's too that. And over the past years, when I would hear that, I started to kind of build comebacks, and the most comebacks I would ever have is, oh, thanks. If they said it to me, there would be people bold enough to say it to me. It's hilarious now too, because it'll be like, back then when I would try to do the stuff I do now, I was the nerd, the weirdo and stuff. And now when I do it, it's like now I'm like the hipster. I'll have people coming up to me like, girl, you inspired me. When I'm on, with my blogs, girl, you inspired me to do my hair this way. You inspired me to wear blue lipstick and green lipstick and all this stuff. All the stuff that I used to get teased about. Now it's like I'm the hipster now because I do it. And I've always just been like, wow, who would ever have thought that I became an inspiration? And it's like, if I still thought the way that I did back then, I wouldn't be able to do all this stuff, and inspire the people that I've inspired. And it's just, to me, it's just about loving yourself. Somebody may not love the way you are or how you do it, but if it's something you love, it's a way that you feel comfortable, then that's just the way that you feel comfortable. Nobody else can tell you how to do you because they're not you. I like experimenting with different colors and doing stuff like that because that's just me and my personality. And I feel like if I was trying to be somebody else or do something the same as somebody else, I wouldn't be myself, and I wouldn't feel good. I wouldn't be happy. So when people are saying, oh, you're so bold and all this stuff for wearing this color lipstick or putting that color hair, it's not that I'm bold, it's that I'm confident within myself, and I love myself enough to kind of invent different styles with myself, stuff that I like. I'm brave enough to do that, and I don't need anybody's approval to tell me how I should be. No one can tell you how to be you except for you. So when you have people around you that are like, oh girl, you should not have that on, like, sometimes there are times where some people just don't, that just wasn't it for them, and have to go back to the drawing board and maybe figure out something that's for them. And when I see those types of people, it's like either that's how they feel comfortable, or maybe it's because it may not look right because we don't see it the way they see it, or they're trying to be somebody else. Everybody has a story, and everybody has a reason why they do things. And I think as I've gotten older, my creativity's expanded. I've just learned to accept people the way that they are, or just keep it pushing, and also to not try to be somebody else and try to do what they do and things like that. That's not something that I've always that I find to be correct now. And it shouldn't have been in the first place, but it was. You know, we all go through that phase, but as we grow and mature, we start to realize that each and every one of us has an individual thing, person, place, whatever that we like to do, and we should be happy about that. We should be proud of what we do. We shouldn't try to let somebody change what we do unless it's illegal, you know. But that's just my spill on it. So, you know, I kind of just wanted to share that with you guys, because there's a lot of people out there that are like me, that had trouble with their identity when they were younger, and they got into that point where they're starting to feel comfortable and they're starting to find themselves, and people aren't too what's the word I'm looking for? People aren't too accepting of it. And it's like, you know, if you like the way you are, then go ahead and be who you are. Don't stop being you, because once you stop being you, you totally lose yourself, and it takes a while for you to find yourself again. So that's my whole spill. This video is officially 11 minutes long, because I wouldn't shut up. So that's all, you guys. I just want to say that Coco loves you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. You know what to do. Follow me on Instagram at Naturally Coco. Follow me on Twitter at IBCococentric. Like me on Facebook, Naturally Coco. See you guys in the next video. Love you. Be yourself.